Everything you touch in your life has a connection into the chemical industry. Whether it's the video that you're watching, the car that you're driving, if you're playing Pokemon, everything on the phone you're playing with is coming from the chemical industry. So saying we don't want that industry involved in our lives, I'm not sure your life could exist.
Some of your baggage has been liability. All of that might potentially be a problem for you.
Inside of this industry is levels of liability. As the world's science advances, you realize that some of these chemicals might have had a detrimental effect, and you try to correct that, right? So you try to bring out new products.
There are questions that need an answer for every product that we might be using right now. Is this an integral part of doing business as a chemicals company?
I think it's about being very open to learn. Science will teach you, and now you have to innovate. You know, the original refrigerants really came out because ammonia was used in refrigerators, right? Well, ammonia wasn't the safest chemical to be using in refrigerators, so you had what was called, at least branded at the time, Freon. Everyone had Freon. Well, no one knew that Freon was going to have a detrimental effect on the ozone layer. But when you learn that, you immediately innovate and you develop the next refrigerant, right? Which has no ozone depletion. But what you realize later is, but it had greenhouse gas issues. So now you have to innovate and invent the next generation of refrigerants, where we have our Opteon that has no or very, very low global warming potential.
And how do liabilities then harm your image, make people trust you less? What does this industry have to fear from all these cases coming to court?
The chemical industry probably gets a bad rap at times because people don't understand it. It's not about, let me tell you about these 4 products. It's about everything that's around us. I think what the industry has to deal with is, just like we're dealing with, is how do you continue to make a safer product every day, right? And how do you operate your facilities in the most safe way so that you don't have issues? You create the right behaviors inside the company that translate to outside, and hopefully that translates to lower liabilities, lower issues. And I think that's the drivers. How do you do that up front versus worrying about, you know, what happened in the past?